Сегодня вы присутствуете на нашей новой площадке, которая называется GVA HUB. У нас есть зал, как вы видите, у нас есть 2 коворкинга, есть мини-офисы для стартапов.
Как упомянул Замир, глобальная венчурная альянс – это международная компания. Один из наших офисов находится в Москве, второй находится в Кремниевой долине, чтобы быть более точным, в Сан-Франциско. И мы занимаемся развитием не только российских стартапов или стартапов из СНГ, мы в том числе начинаем заниматься активным развитием стартапов международных и строить программы обмена, программы мосты. И вот IRMI, или по-английски IRBI, Indian Russian Bridge Innovation, это одна из первых таких программ. Мы должны поблагодарить здесь Департамент науки и технологий Индии, организацию SINE, которые поддержали нас со стороны Индии, очень быстро помогли нам собрать эту программу, и в том числе выступили ее спонсором со стороны Индии. Со стороны России поддержали и РМК, и Сколково, и Агентство инноваций города Москвы, и ОСИК. So, without further ado, I would like to start inviting the entrepreneurs here. The format will be very standard, 3-minute pitch, and then you ask questions. As I said, there's not going to be any ratings, there's no competition. It's just you looking at the startup and asking questions that are relevant for you as an investor. So, I would like to invite the first startup, and that's Vishal Shah with A3 Remote Monitor. Vishal, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vishal Shah, and I represent a company called A3 Remote Monitoring Technologies. So, what we have done is we have developed, produced, and sell a very unique solution which enables a remote doctor to medically monitor the patient from anywhere. So this is this device which can monitor the patient's medical parameters. So it covers different medical parameters. This is the patient over here, he can be at the ambulance, in the hospital. All this information is being sent to the cloud server and in real time to the doctor's cell phone, smartphone. So there's a mobile application, a web server whereby a doctor can access to all these records in real time.
And through our eccentric 3D technology, our proprietary technology, he can get a 3D model of the surgeon, of the patient, and through this 3D model, he can diagnose what the patient has and also simulate the surgery to plan accordingly inside the surgery. And through this, the surgery time is reduced greatly. Implant inventory, the implant which he has to put, currently he has to take a lot of implants with him because he does not know how which implant he is going to do to put inside the patient. But through this planning, he can exactly know what kind of implant he needs to do, and he has to take only that implant or in instrument inside the OT.
Yes, good afternoon everyone. My name is Amrita Desai and I represent a company called Campus Time. We are not in medical, we are in education. So I believe that education and technology has to be integrated, and that's exactly what we do. So let's look at the problem that I'm looking at solving, right? So everyone, each one of us went to a university, and I have seen personally myself that campuses are very disconnected. If I'm studying computer science, in my case, I was just stuck in a class of 40 students. I did not have an opportunity to talk to, say, somebody in architecture. So it was a very disconnected campus. Of course, the campus administrators used very traditional ways of communication, like the notice board or an email, etc., which becomes very difficult for them to reach. And the third and the most important, a lot of brands would want to reach the target audience of 16-year-olds to 24-year-olds, and they do not have a very specific product for that. So how do we solve this? We solve it with Campus Time. It's a mobile app that basically increases student engagement like never before by putting everybody in the campus on one single platform wherein they can connect, interact and collaborate about everything that's happening in the campus.
Good afternoon everyone. I'm Aditya, founder of CareNX. At CareNX, we have developed a unique software and hardware platform that ensures pregnant mother to have safe baby. The application also has other components of awareness, education, diet, and exercise for the pregnant woman. For doctor, application helps him to connect effectively to the pregnant woman as well as identify risks that pregnant women might face in future at a very early stage. So what do we sell to the hospital? We sell care mother kit at a fixed price and earn recurring revenue through the test that woman performs at her doorstep. We also assure hospitals to reach out to more pregnant women, increase births at the hospital, and have quick diagnostic reports.
Привет. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Harit Soni. I am the co-founder of Equilibrium Energy. So there are a lot of problems being faced by industries today, globally. The margins of all these companies are shrinking because of competition and globalization. The inefficiencies in the production and the operations is widely prevalent. As per a research by UNIDO, there are around 20 to 30% wastages that happen in these industries because of operational inefficiencies. The assets in these industries are also very utilized not in the most optimal manner. The maintenance in these industries is mostly done in a very gut feeling and non-data oriented approach. So these are the three problems which are being faced by industries globally. To target these problems and to solve these problems for the industries, we have a solution called SmartSense, which is a SaaS-based energy analytics platform, which helps industries, commercial buildings to operate more efficiently and maintain or replace their assets in a much smarter manner.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Divya Tiwari. I represent a company called Field Assist. Field Assist is an on-field data capturing platform which helps retail brands to gain various data pointers on the field, and with the help of the data thus collected, we help companies to improve their overall sales and marketing strategies to decrease the deficiencies. So the company is 3 years old, and we have already signed up to a good number of clients back in India. So the landscape is like India is still 92% close to unorganized trade, and the situation is changing, but it will take some time. And in respect to the current market in Russia, it's also close to 60-65%, which is still not hypermarket or supermarket. So there's a lot of people who are doing sales and marketing activities. So if you see, the major challenges are we need to identify whether the person is doing the job properly on the field, how effectively he is doing that particular sales or marketing calls, and then based on the historical trends and data, how we can increase the overall sales cycle or the quantum of sales that a person do. So essentially, the two ways in which any company could bring more sales is first is probably reach to more number of stores, and secondly, with every call that a person is making, you do more sales. So essentially, that is what we are targeting as well. So if you see, our main value propositions is we tend to have up to 30 to 35% of productivity increase in a person's daily activity. We do a 30%, close to 30% increase in the overall efficiency in which the person operates. The ROI on the investment of the software is close to about 150 to 200%. And the good part is for any company who is a small or mid-sized company, there is no IT infrastructure or IT manpower that is required to implement the solution. So which is very helpful.
Let me introduce our next project, which is called Next Gear. Amardeep, the stage is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amardeep Singh, and I am the co-founder of Next Gear. I think thank you for a very good introduction about the product. So I'll just take you through the problem statement. I'm sure like all of us go to vacation or we do some sort of activity and we capture videos. But once we come back from the vacation, we never watch it again. Literally, how many of you would have really shared a video other than keeping it on phone, and probably a couple of weeks later, either it gets deleted or you just dump it on back to the computer. It never sees the light of the day. It is never shared. The whole idea of capturing video was not to just keep it on your phone. You would want to share it with your friends and family. The biggest problem is that making a good video is not easy. Like making a good high quality video is not easy. It is very complicated and plus time consuming. You cannot keep on doing it very often. It takes a lot of time, and plus you need to know the software, probably do something on the computer. So that is where we created some algorithms which can automatically, intelligently edit your videos by picking up interesting parts from your video.
Since we're talking about gadgets, I think we've got another very cool gadget. Maybe not as much B2C, but could be very useful for multiple people in medicine and some other fields. So Binil Jacob will tell you about MedPrime Technologies. Thanks, Binil.
Hi, thank you, Daniel. Hi, my name is Binil Jacob, and I'm from MedPrime Technologies. We are revolutionizing the way microscopy is done, and this is our first product, Silica. So microscopy has been there for centuries. So it was once developed in the 17th century, and it's been like going on and on as a physical device. And it's been used in all the industries, specifically in diagnostic industry, wherein I saw a map wherein in vitro has so many satellite labs, wherein they collect the samples, patient go there, they collect the samples, and they transport all the samples back to their main laboratory, and then create the report for you. Well, most of the diagnosis that is done is through microscopy, and there are doctors over there sitting there with every slide, scanning the slide and creating the report.
We're switching to retail. We got Shops Up with Anmol.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello. So this is Anmol. I represent a company called ShopSup. Imagine a situation, you're sitting here and you want to buy a hat, and you would like to know which are the nearby shops that are giving you discounts. Imagine a situation, there are a few women in the room, where you regularly go to the malls, you visit a lot of fashion brands. If there is some app that actually gives you incentives just to walk into different fashion brands. Imagine a situation where you want to gift someone maybe a shirt, and you would like to know what is the offer going on, say at Austin. We at ShopSup try to solve all these problems. So we are a hyperlocal mobile app which helps local retailers, the offline retailers, in increasing their footfalls by giving instant reward to the users, and we help the offline retailers by getting into offline retargeting, which is first of its kind.
We have Transcell Biologics, presented by Sukhader, who is the only doctor in the group, so we also have a doctor presenting to us today. Thank you. Go ahead.
I know life is beautiful and probably you can shop only if you're healthy, right? My first slide is a little harsh, but just be with me, okay? The problem is chemotherapy. I'm just only going to present on the disease condition called cancers. Chemotherapy or the radiation therapy do not cure cancers. This is the fundamental truth, and then I don't think any oncosurgeon or a cancer specialist would reveal this truth. Chemotherapy kills the cancer patient. The death is caused by chemotherapy, okay? And almost all treated cancers, 100% relapse. This is again, statistically validated globally. not just to the Indian market or to the Russian market.
This concludes our presentation. And before we jump to the networking, where all of you will be able to talk, discuss in more detail, and ask additional questions, as it is the last day of the program, I would like to congratulate every single one of our entrepreneurs and give them a little certificate for completion of the program. And yeah, we got these little certificates for you, so remember that you actually passed the program. It's not a program, we call it Mission 1. So it's IRB Mission 1, and it has a little picture of Yuri Gagarin, the first astronaut in space on it, because he had the first mission, like you had the first mission to Russia, he had the first mission to space. So you will always have a little special certificate. No other program, which we do in the future with IRB, will have a certificate like this. So I'd like to invite you on the stage one by one and give you the certificate, and we'll start with Vishal. Vishal, please come forward.